Wednesday evening, and I'm here again to record another session of my day where I'm sharing with everyone one thing that I learned, one thing that I achieved, and one thing that I find out that I need to fix. I'm doing it every day. It takes some time to go through your day and to recognize of those three elements, but I find it very helpful and I encourage you to do the same. That's the classical intro that I'm doing each and every day. And now we can dive into today. Achievement, well, to be honest enough, it took me a lot of time to think about achievement. That's not a good sign for the day. But eventually I recognized that although my mood is not so happy due to what I learned yesterday, I was positive all day long. I didn't take any negative approach with anyone that I spoke with. Which is kind of an achievement. It's an achievement. So that's my achievement for today. What I learned today, I think that I touched it yesterday briefly, but today it was much more in depth. So apparently, we're using the term agent in the way. So let's go 2 steps backwards. We set up Galaxy. One of the main elements behind or principles, that one of the main goals that Galaxy wants to achieve is to find a different way how to operate. And we wrote a book and a guide that define how to run an organization based on principles taken from complex adaptive system. And this is what we intend to use as the base principles to run galaxies, which is slightly, what I wouldn't say slightly, which is a completely different approach from what you see in today's classical organization. It starts with self-management, going through self-organized team, a lot of autonomy, and it ended up with a compensation model that actually provide anyone that is part of the organization to enjoy the fruit of his work in a limitless way, which means that there aren't any cap of monthly salary. You're earning percentage of what we are all earned, and we decided that this percentage from the overall what we earn, this certain percentage goes to compensation, and from this percentage is simply split between everyone within the organization following what they are doing. So the idea is no minimum, no maximum, and if we are working hard, no limitation. Anyway, since we based everything on complex adaptive system, we use the term agent, which is the term that a complex adaptive system used to describe element within a complex system. And eventually what I learned today that there were like a lot of legal battles around this term agent, and I was deeply what is the right term? Encouraged not to use the term agent and to use something else. And to be honest enough, I think there is a little bit, I think that sometimes legal and legality are disabling organization and people to move forward, and without even, so there's no really a reason to do that. Let's say that the agent is as negative connotation in legal. Why it should be applied if an organization decided to call associate or agent or employee or whatsoever? I really don't understand it. It's like it's becoming a phenomena where everyone is so risk averse and so cost averse that especially risk averse, that legal suddenly become a king and everyone is bowing his head and, oh, you shouldn't do that, oh, I shouldn't do that. Really problematic, I think, in terms of how humanity can progress forward. It's okay to say there's risk, it's okay to say this is the risk, and it's okay to say take the risk that you want, but it feels that it's much more than that. Anyway, so that's what I learned. Agent, if you are starting a new organization, if you are setting up a new management system like we did, legal suggests you not to use the term agent. Use something else. So that's what I learned today. And last but not least, one thing that I found out that I need to fix. I think all the negativity that I managed to push away all day long is coming now. So let's keep on doing it. It makes me happier. Last but not least, one thing I found to fix is the awful habit of vendors to send you expensive present and then leverage it to call you back and to get a discussion on appointment. Listen guys, this is like phishing, really. People hate phishing, people hate that as well. If you want to engage me, there are different ways that attract my brain rather than to send me present and to believe that I am, I don't want to say even the word, that I'm going to get a present, and because I got a present I owe you something, and now I'm going to return your email or call you back. This is like ridiculous. So I think it needs to be changed. I don't know, maybe if many people will listen to this podcast and video, and it will go like a fire in which it won't. Anyway, if people will listen to that, and if people will speak about it, maybe it will stop, because it's really ridiculous. So that's all. All the positivity blew into pieces in 5 minutes, but that was my day. And I hope that at least you will enjoy this session. And tomorrow, obviously, it's another day, Thursday, yeah. So if everything will go by the plan, I don't have any special plans, and I'm going to share with you my day when I get back home. And up until then, as always, bye.